So tonight what we're going to do is we're just kind of going to go over the rules and the expectations and then talk a little bit about what the weekend will look like, okay? If you guys have any questions as I'm going through, if anything needs clarification, just throw your hand up. Ask. If we have not met, I think I've met everyone in the room. If not, I'm Marcus. I'm the new youth guy here at Apex. And so Dana bosses me around and tells me what to do. First and foremost, look at your YES rule sheet. Because one of your big pieces in being YES student leaders is you guys are setting the example. Okay, you guys are setting the tone. You guys are the mature ones, the old ones, the wise ones. And so all the middle schoolers are kind of looking to you guys because I think you're cool, just like I do. So we're going to go over the rules. You guys need to know the rules really well. Part of your expectation is to help your team follow the rules and guidelines for YES, okay? So first and foremost, no food or beverages allowed in the sleeping rooms. This is because we get ants this way. That's how we get ants. We have ants in the staff house because people break that rule in their offices. I break that rule in my office, and now we have ants. So let me be a warning to you. There's no food or beverages in the sleeping rooms. If you see those, we will confiscate them. 2, respect the privacy of others' property and their personal space and belongings. Don't touch what's not yours. All right? These are all basic things. You guys all know this from either doing YES or doing AOSD before. None of this is a shock or surprise to you. Respect property. Know that any damage done will be the responsibility of the individual's family. If someone breaks something, it's their responsibility to pay for it, not mine. Alcohol, drugs, firearms, or weapons of any kind, including pocket knives and multi-tools, are strictly forbidden. You guys will not need pocket knives or multi-tools on your sites. The type of projects that we do for YES are lesser, are not as intensive in the type of manual labor that we are doing at AOSP. I don't know why you would need any of them, so just don't have them. Smoking, vaping, or use of tobacco products is not permitted. That kind of goes up there with the alcohol, drugs piece too. No making purple. Females are not permitted at any time in male sleeping areas. Males are not permitted in female sleeping areas at any time. Also going to extend this out to the bathrooms. Don't go in opposite sex bathrooms. Nick, read the next one for me.
No halter tops, crop tops, spaghetti straps, tank tops, or sports bras may be worn as an outer garment. Sleeveless shirts, bike pants, shirts, and hats expressing alcohol/beer slogans or obscenities are not acceptable. You will be asked to change if wearing any of the garments mentioned.
Thank you. Nick, I know it makes you look cute, but no halter tops, please. All right?
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. But the reason for all of those is because they show more skin. We are going to be on work sites. It's just a safety precaution, but it's also being respectful of the places that we are going. We are going in and partnering with nonprofits in the area, and so we are just trying to be modest and respectful, to not be promoting alcohol and beer, not cursing, those kind of things, being a good, upstanding citizen and such, and just being the best example that we can. Even if you guys wear that at school, that's perfect. Just don't wear it here. We're just trying to be respectful of the places that we go, okay? Because not everyone has the same level of chill that we do. All right, each person must wear proper work attire to work sites. This includes short or long sleeve t-shirts, long pants, sturdy shoes, unless otherwise indicated by individual work team leaders. I know that at least 2 of the teams are going to be working in the Simple Gifts Community Garden. So you're going to want some shoes that you can get dirty and muddy and gross. Don't wear your brand new Jordans or anything like that. If you got boots, those are great. David, read the next one for me.
All youth and adult leaders are expected to participate fully in the programs of YES, including meals, chores, meetings, and even gatherings. Youth must commit to the entire weekend and may not leave before dismissal on Sunday morning or departure.
Yep. I'll make a quick edit to this. I know that that some of you have come up and talk to me individually. We actually have had a great response for work team leaders. So much so that we have a couple of work team leaders who said, hey, I can't be, or student leaders who said, can't be here all weekend. Can I still come and help in some place? Yes. So we are plugging you guys in those spaces. But if you were on a work team, we expect you to be here all weekend. You'll be sleeping on site as well. Okay?
Oh, will they?
Do they not normally? Student leaders don't sleep on site?
Not
Really?
yet.
Scratch that.
God, that's stupid.
Yeah, you're responsible for the sixth grade.
They would go to sleep. All
All right. Forget that.
Yeah, sorry.
That terrifies me then for my nights. But
I mean, you can change that. Would you like to?
we're too far down the rabbit hole now. Mary Helen, read the next one for me, please. Yep. With AOSP, I know that we were a little more flexible with you guys having your phones. With middle school, the rest of them just don't have the phone out. Really don't need it at any point. They don't even want us taking them to work sites. So then it would be staying in a bag, and then it just becomes the concern of, are you misplacing your phone and everything? Even though the center will be locked all day Saturday, still, it's just not even worth it. So next up, Lauren, bid bite. Yes, perfect timing. Read that next one with all the food in mouth too. Be great.
When at the center, you must stay in your stay in the circle.
Yep. And that's just a safety and security reason, for the same reason that you can only go in and out of one door when you're at school. It's a way for us to make sure that no one's just kind of like wandering off and heading downtown to Anna's and getting some pizza, or wandering out into the train tracks and getting hit by a train. And last one, Logan.
Center doors will be locked and alarm system enabled at 10:30 p.m. each night. Do not open building doors after that time unless it's an emergency.
Yep. When do you all normally leave? When do they leave? After EG. So that won't apply to you because you're already gone. But don't try to come back in because the door will be locked. So let's go over, yes, student leader expectations, okay? Kelly, can you read the first one for me? That's right. This might be the most important one because middle schoolers are moody, right? You guys saw what I did at AOSP, screaming with a bullhorn. That's going to be their reality come Saturday and Sunday morning. They're going to be grouchy and grumpy. I need someone here to have a positive attitude. So please let it be you, okay? Positive attitudes are infectious, and you guys just need to kind of be building people up. When the work gets hard, you guys are the positive reinforcement to encourage them to keep going, okay? There will be people who try to kind of hang to the back, maybe not do as much work, just kind of float through. Maybe their mom and dad signed them up and made them come. One of the things that we want you guys to do as student leaders is to be on the lookout for that and look at ways that you can invite people into participation. And a great way of doing that is asking people for help with something. So not giving directive of, hey, go and do this, but hey, Kelly, you want to help me with such and such, and then going off and doing the task together, okay? That's a great way to engage people, is to invite them by asking for help, okay? Number dos, Claire, can you read it for me?
Help ensure your teammates and leaders are following the rules and guidelines for conduct, safety, sensitivity, and stewardship, and model these rules yourself.
Yes, that's why we started off by reading the rules. You guys can familiarize yourselves with them. It's your job to help make sure that your team is doing those rules and such, and to model those yourself. The biggest thing that you guys can do is model it for yourself. Because if you aren't following the rules, but you're trying to get your team to follow the rules, they're going to notice the double standard, and they'll buck back against you. So just be following the rules yourselves and be a good model to them. David, give me number 3.
Help your leaders to remember to take breaks and have them take team breaks.
Yeah. This won't be too much of an issue. I think most of our projects are inside and air conditioning and stuff. This was a big concern with AOSP because of the heat for the week. But you know, every now and again, you guys do need water breaks and stuff. So just make sure that maybe you're politely reminding your leader every now and again. Christian, next one.
Be prepared to lead devotion with your each day at lunch. A guidebook will be provided.
So that's just Saturday, of course, because it's condensed weekend. Much like the AOSP student leaders led lunchtime devotional, you guys, if you are attached to a work team, will be responsible for leading that lunchtime devotional. So it's a scripture reading, maybe a little bit of a contextual thing for the day, and then about 3 or 4 questions to guide a conversation with, okay? Tell me your name.
Olivia.
Olivia. Are you Olivia Bassett?
Yes.
Yes. Got the last name right, at least. Read the next one for me, please.
Ensure your team's chores are performed satisfactorily at the center.
Yep. Well, part of being good stewards is taking care of the spaces that we are in. We are over here on the Apex campus this year because YES has gotten so large. I know it used to be at the peak. This is especially important for the condensed weekend that we're in. What? It's at Apex this year.
I didn't either.
It is at Apex campus this year.
I swear I volunteered with this one.
Yeah, it's the second year.
I think it's the second
No
year.
way.
No, we've done it 2 years here.
It's been 2 years.
It's too big. We can't all stay at the peak, which is a great problem to have. But here's the deal. We need chores to be done satisfactorily because immediately after we finish YES, 800 people will be on this campus for worship on Sunday mornings. That's a lot. So what we want is we want this place to still be looking in good shape for when all the Sunday school classes roll in, because Sunday school classes can get pretty particular about how their Sunday school classes look, all right? There are Sunday school classes that will meet after the apocalypse happens because every Sunday they meet for Sunday school. So we want to be good stewards of the space that we use because that allows us to continue to do this. If we can't stay on campus at YES because we're trashing the place for worship the next morning, then all of a sudden we're asking people to go home. It loses an element of what it is. Less people want to come. It all falls apart. All because you didn't appropriately scrub the toilet.
Yeah.
So
All our
appropriately
fault.
scrub your toilets. Right. Last one, Kelly, can you read it for me? No, not last one, second to last one.
Actively participate in and contribute to evening gatherings each night.
This is part of that, having a positive attitude and kind of like setting the tone. Participating in evening gathering, and that will encourage other people to participate in evening gathering as well. I think back to like AOSP, there was a group that just kind of like ran down to the front as soon as we opened the door, even though they knew we weren't going to start for like another 3 minutes. But like the energy that they brought into the room is infectious. And people are singing along, other people sing along with them. If it's just dead silent, no one wants to be the first one to go. All right. So you guys are kind of like the plants in the crowd in order to help the atmosphere, right? So just be participating in and contributing to evening gathering each night. Last one, Dana.
Volunteer for other student leader opportunities like meal blessings, plan and lead games, etc.
Yes. If you guys have been AOSP student leaders before, it's going to look very similar to that. In just a moment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out these 3 sheets. Each sheet is for a different day. There are different jobs that we need your guys' help with as student leaders. We ask that you guys go ahead and sign up for one. I'm going to look at them, and then I will probably ask you guys to sign up for another one beyond that. We've had a great turnout of YES student leaders, which is fantastic. So I don't know how many tasks you may be asked to do, but this will get done. This will get sent out digitally as well to the people who weren't able to attend this meeting, so they can also sign up for tasks and jobs. So for instance, on Friday, some of the things that you guys might be asked to do is to help with check-in. helping people check in downstairs in the DC. You might be greeters, smiling face, holding the door open, helping people bring their stuff in and up to their rooms. You might be setting up the snack area in the lobby of the CLC, which a series of tables where everybody can go and drop the snack items that they've been asked to bring. I know that guys have been asked to bring something like either something salty, and girls have been asked to bring something sweet, or vice versa. And those will get taken to work sites the following day. There is circle devotionals. There's one on / blessings. There's at each mealtime. So Friday for dinner, breakfast on Saturday, dinner on Saturday, and then breakfast on Sunday as well. Okay. It doesn't have to be long and eloquent. It can be something short, sweet, and simple, but it's just like an encouraging word as people get ready to go and do the work. Okay. Are there any comments, questions, concerns about anything that we have gone over? I know that's all really quick.
What time is check-in on Friday?
Check-in starts at 4:15. Goes till 5. Yeah.
What time do you want us to go?
I would like you guys here at 4 if possible. I know that a lot of you guys may have extracurriculars that you're coming off of. Be here at 4. What we'll do is we will meet just outside of the staff house on the lawn right there, and we'll circle up, kind of just pep talk, pray, because you guys are really helping to lead this. Like this, yes, doesn't happen without student leaders. There's no way we could have done everything with AOSP as well as we did without student leaders who were playing an integral part of that. Anytime that we can get you guys having leadership of some things, I think that's what we need to be about. So thank you guys for signing up to be a part of this. Thank you guys for signing up to help. And so I just want us to take a moment before we get kicked off to kind of center ourselves on that and go into it, okay? So like 4 o'clock on Friday in front of the staff house. Others? Awesome. The theme this year is Acts of Radical Love. We don't have nifty team names because I think after however many years we've been doing Yes, we've burned out all our creativity. So team names are designed by color. You guys should have gotten, if you are attached to a work team, you should have gotten an email from your work team leaders letting you know which team that you are attached to. Okay? Anything else?
Are there 2 student leaders for each team?
Yes. There's 2 student leaders per team, plus we have the 3 youth interns for the semester, plus a couple of floaters who will be helping with some odd things. One thing that I want your guys' input on, each night, Friday night, Saturday night, we will have a special activity that we do. On Saturday night, it will be a lip sync battle.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to?
I got it.
So that'll follow EG that night. So if you guys want to stick around for that, please do. Friday night, it is an outdoor movie night. We're going to projector a big screen. We'll have the popcorn machine up and going. We'll have movie theater style candies, drinks, and such.
Saturday?
Friday night. Friday night. What I
don't know what you're doing, Nick.
what I
I'm trying to
could
find my team color.
Oh,
what I could use help from with you all is coming up with a movie to watch. Has to be appropriate, but it also we are it's a time crunch, right? So we're aiming for like an hour and a half. Is the kind of the time frame we're looking for with a movie. We don't want to go over 2 hours on the movie. So like Godfather and Shawshank Redemption are out. Those are too long. So
Mary,
Bro,
how
I
much
watched so many times.
all right, Dana, can you write down some of these recommendations or suggestions?
I will start after High School Musical.
Okay.
Yellow. Ah, that's the worst color. Why do you put me on the yellow team?
Because it brings out your eyes, Nick.
My eyes are blue.
Be weird if your eyes were yellow. Okay.
That's also.
Might want to see a doctor about that. right.
I don't remember.
Out on the counter back there is the sheets. Please go and those are the job for student leaders to go and write your name down in at least one space. Thank you guys for coming.